Hi, I'm Kevin Price with The Price of Business on Houston's home for Bloomberg Radio, and I'm here at Dreamforce 2011, which is in San Francisco, California, talking to some of the entrepreneurs and some of the business leaders that are here as part of this huge expo. It's an amazing event with over 40,000 participants. My guest here in this segment is Mark Freeman, and he's with a company called Catalyst, and glad to be with you.
Hi, hello, thank you.
Kind of give us a 411 of what your company does and what it's all about.
So Catalyst is a Salesforce integration partner. That's our primary business, is we implement Salesforce.com and Force.com applications for our customers. Catalyst has one of the highest customer satisfaction ratings out of all of the partners of Salesforce as measured by Salesforce. At Dreamforce this year, we've chosen to unveil Active Community. It's our first application for the AppExchange. And it is, if you think of the key messages in the keynote that we heard, there were two that resonated very strongly, and those were the importance of engaging with customers in a social community fashion, and also the notion of gamification, which is applying game mechanics to situations that aren't normally thought of as games. And our application, which is called Active Community, is designed to do exactly that. It gamifies Salesforce's native community offerings, so ideas, answers, partner portal, the community-facing features are portions of the application. It gamifies those, incenting people to engage more actively in the community. And
okay, let me ask you real quickly about bringing it down to the really simple common denominator, the average business person out there. What does this mean to them?
What it means to them is they're going to have a community of people, their customers and their prospects. And by gamifying their communities, it incents these people, their customers and their prospects, to engage more effectively with them, and to basically share their needs and wants with the companies better, so the customers and the companies, can respond more effectively to them.
Gamification is one of the buzzwords we're hearing here, and immediately people think of it in terms of gaming and that type of thing. Bring it into the business application.
It's a very important distinction because we're not talking about first-person shooter games and things like that. The most common example of a gamification is United Airlines' frequent flyer program, which was considered to be one of the first gamifications. It's just simply saying, for you participating with us in the way that we want you as a customer to interact with us, we're going to reward you. It's simply all we're talking about there. So we're not talking about diverting people from their work. We're not talking about distracting them. We're talking about simply using game mechanics to incent the type of behavior that we want from our customers and our prospects.
A lot of the companies here, in this expo, all these booths, many if not most have been developed post Salesforce.com's creation and are a direct result of that. Would your company fit that description?
Absolutely. So Salesforce created the AppExchange a number of years ago to allow companies like us to build applications that sit in and interact with people's existing Salesforce.com or Force.com implementations. So you do see a lot of that here, absolutely.
Talk a little bit about some of your key employees. Do you have any with Salesforce.com backgrounds?
Yeah, in fact, I myself used to work at Salesforce.com running the professional services group for the Northwest US. It's their flagship region. We have a gentleman, Adam Perkis, who's my director of Force.com applications. Adam has a lot of Salesforce experience. He actually won the hackathon last year, which is a contest that is held every year here at Dreamforce. People build an application just on the fly at a moment's notice, and it's a contest to see who can create the most exciting, compelling, and innovative applications. So we do have a very solid background there.
And I notice that's really common. I'd love to be able to quantify the numbers. I doubt if you know, and I'm not sure if Salesforce.com knows, but there's a lot of people who have left, particularly in the last 2 or 3 years, to take their Salesforce.com experience to create their own ventures. What is your anecdotal observation on that?
I certainly can't speak to any attrition or anything like that from Salesforce.com. We have not hired directly from Salesforce.com. There's certainly a number of very skilled individuals out there in the marketplace.
Talk a little bit about what you see trending-wise. What do you see coming around the corner as it relates to your company?
Well, as it relates to our company, several things. I think the platform itself, Force.com, the platform upon which these non-CRM applications are built, we're seeing a lot more of those, especially with some of the announcements made today and yesterday's keynote, as well as far as Data.com, Heroku, and expanding the capabilities of the AppExchange. That's certainly one. But again, the main note out of the main keynote for the session was engaging with customers in a social community and gamification. And those two that's exactly what our application does. So.
Talk a little bit about your sales cadence. How do you identify clients? How do you go after them? And also your scalability based on size of clients.
Yeah, so how we approach clients is almost entirely word of mouth. We do very little marketing, very little outreach. Most of our customers have come to us because people in, for example, a previous client have left that client and go to work at another company, and that company is either considering Salesforce.com or already has Salesforce.com. They know they need expertise and they know the quality of the work they're going to get from us, and so they'll reach out to us. We have a number of account executives here at Salesforce.com who have been very pleased with the way that we help them sell their deals, the way that we help them make their customers successful, so they will bring us into deals as well, but it's almost entirely word of mouth.
And going forward, what kind of things do you expect to see in the future in terms of this event, Dreamforce?
And I think it's just going to continue to get bigger. I think we're running at about 10,000 more people than we were last year, somewhere between 5,000 and 10,000 people. So I think we're going to see more of that. I think we're going to see more competition to get the booths that do exist. It's going to be very interesting.
Pricing has gone up.
Pricing has already gone up, and for the larger booths already by 20%.
And are you going to be coming back next year, same size, same level?
We're absolutely coming back next year, whether it's the same size or larger. I suppose we'll make that decision as it gets closer.
Yeah.
But we found that this has given us, especially again with the key messages of the keynote, we found that this has given us a lot of very positive publicity.
Mark Friedman is his name. The company's called Catalyst, but don't be fooled by it. It has a different spelling. Give that website.
It's www.cadalys.com.
That seems to be a common theme among IT companies. None of you know how to spell. Or you're creative, one of the two.
There are actually several reasons behind it. Most of the proper spellings of words have been taken as far as a .com domain. In our particular case, we wanted to come up with something that accurately described the nature of our company and what it is that we're wanting to do for our customers, not only our active community customers, but our implementation clients. It comes from the Greek word katalio, which means effectively to enable performance that is better or under conditions that otherwise would not be possible, and that is exactly what we do for our customers.
Mark Friedman is his name. I'm Kevin Price, reporting again from Dreamforce 2011.